And welcome back to the Tea with Honey podcast. Hi, Mandy.
Hello, Teddy. Happy day. How are we doing?
Happy day. We're doing good. How are you?
Great.
Just
living a normal week. Yep. I want to say average. I'm just normal. You know the SpongeBob episode where he's like, I'm normal. Everything's normal. That's how I feel.
You want to know what? This week, so I was gone at that bachelorette party all last weekend. And I think I had so much fun. I had a blast, but I really am a home person. Like I am a home person. And when I got home, I got home from the bachelorette party Sunday and then moved into Monday. I got no sleep on Saturday night. And it wasn't because I was drinking. It was just because we were sitting and yapping until super late. And it's like, I literally got like 3 hours of sleep, maybe. So I like Sunday just feel like I was in a weird daze all day. But then Monday morning I woke up from a good night's sleep and normal day of work, got up at like 6:30, got in the shower, watched my Law and Order on my laptop while I put makeup on. And I was like, do you ever like go away from home and then you get home and you're like, I forget how much I like value these little things.
Yes.
I don't know if it's like, if I know where all my stuff is or that like, I don't know, like I have alone time or
routine
that like I can watch Law and Order while I put my makeup on. Like something so simple like that just felt so like, I don't know if like comforting's the word, but it was like,
well, yes, it's
like
that's what your system, like think about it. Your nervous system is used to that. That is your daily routine.
Yeah.
You're like regulated.
Yeah.
You are in your zone, in your space. You know what's happening. There's not the unknown, especially when you're on a trip and away from home. So I absolutely see why that's like,
yeah. And like
so
worried about what
refreshing.
everyone else is doing. And it's like,
Yes.
is anybody else up yet? Like, am I going to be loud? Like if I get up, I'm going to be loud. I'm going to be in somebody's space. I'm going to, you know? So yeah. So anyway, I get that. Like, but I got home and I was like, things are normal. And I'm so happy about that.
Yes.
So you having a normal week, I'm kind of jealous.
Normal.
I'd love a normal week.
When SpongeBob turns like round and he gets rid of all of his like dimples and stuff and he's just normal. That's what, like, no complaints, normal schedule, normal stuff happening, all good here. How was the trip? What did you guys get up to? How was the book exchange? Tell us everything.
It was good. I will say it was it was touted. I don't know if that's the right word. Touted.
I don't know what that word is.
As a like advertised.
Okay.
Touted. Toted. Nope. That's tatted or mangled. Toted. Maybe I'm not using this word right.
Toted. How do you spell it?
I don't know.
Well, what is the word? Oh, here. Tout. T-O-U-T. Attempt to sell something, typically by pestering people in an aggressive or bold manner. I don't think.
Oh, okay. Well, no, it wasn't touted then. No, not aggressively, but it intended to be. Intended, I think, is a better word, not touted.
Perfect.
It was intended to be a pretty like mild weekend, a pretty chill, pretty laid back. And it was. Like, I'm not saying it wasn't, but for me, it was not. Like, we were doing things and we were like drinking and we were going out and we were getting put nice clothes on. And I don't do those things, Like, nothing got wild. Like, the most, like, Thursday, we hung out at the house. We had some drinks. We chilled. We just like sat in the kitchen in the living room and just talked. But people were like drinking. You need another drink? You need another drink? You need another drink? And everybody was just drinking. And the only time I really have alcohol is like if I go out to dinner with my husband and we go out to like a dinner and I have like a cocktail maybe or like a glass of cider. Like I get like one cider, one cocktail. Like that's it for me, like at dinner, But this was like, okay, like 2.5 drinks in a couple of hours. That's a lot for me. And so whatever, that was Thursday. Then Friday we got up And I'm an early riser, so I was up super duper early on Friday morning, and I just like sat on the couch and did my journaling because I was up like an hour before everyone else, an hour and a half probably before everybody else. But then we got up, we had mimosas, and I'm like, oh my gosh,
hot start to the morning.
A lot for me. So we got up, had a mimosa, got fully dressed, ready, cute dresses on, went out to lunch, had a couple drinks at lunch, then did some shopping, got a coffee, and then popped into another place and had another drink, and then went home and had some more drinks and had dinner. So just, you know, like it wasn't
constant. Yeah.
Yeah. And then like Saturday, same thing, like just fun, brewery hopping and whatever. So it was a really, really good weekend. But even I've learned that even very casual drinking, even very like mellow bachelorette party, because like this was a very mellow bachelorette party, is still a lot for me because I am a grandmother.
Yes, I completely understand.
Yeah,
I could see that. But it sounds fun, like having some drinks, going out to lunch and shopping. That sounds like a dream. I'm just glad you weren't like, imagine if the bride wanted to go to like club after club or like super late nights. That to me is like the hard part of bachelorette parties because it's hard to.
That would have been so bad.
Right.
I would have been like, no, right? It was honestly great. Like we were never. The one night we went out to dinner, our reservation was at 7 p.m. So we were like back at the house by like 9.
Perfect.
Yeah.
That's honestly
and, like,
perfect.
We were in bed both nights, like midnight the first night, honestly by like 11 the second night.
Great.
And then the final night, I think it was because that was the final night, no one was like drinking heavily really at all. I didn't have a drink after we left dinner, after we got back to the house. But from like 9 until like 3 a.m., we all just were at the house like packing and talking and doing stuff. And it was a late night. So even though I was up until 3, wasn't drinking anything.
Right.
But no, it was a really fun weekend. A couple of the highlights. One of the girls brought this like deck of, I think they were kind of like tarot cards. I'm not a big tarot card gal. You know, I don't know anything about tarot cards. I've never had my tarot cards read. I do own a deck of tarot cards. They are Winnie the Pooh themed.
Yes, I remember those.
So they aren't like, you know, I don't know. I don't think they're like real.
I know nothing. I don't know nothing about them. I know there's different like kinds of sets and themes and things. So I get that. Yeah.
I don't know. But one of the girls brought this deck. I think they're tarot cards technically.
Okay.
That were, I don't think they were tarot. I don't know what the heck they are. But it was like a game, like a card deck called Spirit Animal.
Okay. I'll look it up.
And every day you have to do this like specific method where like you shuffle it and then place it into 3 piles, and like you have like a question in your mind. You have like an intention or like a question. It can be something big and like something really big that's in your mind.
Okay.
That you're questioning, or it could be something simple like is today going to go well, whatever. And then you like end up choosing one card and it's an animal.
Oh.
And then you read in this little booklet like what that animal means and like what that means for the day. And we all did that like every day, every weekend. It was so funny.
Yeah.
And so I don't remember what I was. Oh, the first, I did it twice. The first time I did it, I was a firefly.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah. And then the second day I did it, I was an oyster.
Oh.
Yeah.
What's the meaning behind them? Do you know?
No, not really. I remembered at the time, like firefly was like something about writing.
Okay.
Like writing. That's what I took from it. And then the oyster was about like I hold myself back from things. Like I have these big ideas, but I don't really like push through and actually do them. Or maybe that was the firefly. I don't know.
Well, but think about it, like an oyster could have a pearl inside. You just have to open it up to let the pearl
I think it was
out.
like you have like some inner creativity that like you don't let out or something. It was just like, it's just goofy stuff like that. I mean, it was like it's like 2 long paragraphs.
That's kind of fun.
They were fun. I don't know. They were kind of fun. And it was just like a goofy way to like take a message along with you in your day and kind of apply it to however you want to apply it.
Sure.
But we did that. And so that was kind of a fun highlight. And then the book exchange. Okay.
I'm so excited to hear about this.
There were 2 girls in the group who are not readers at all. There were 2 women there. The bride's mom and the bride's aunt were both there. And then the rest of us were readers. Some of us more spicy readers, some of us not spicy readers, whatever. So I brought Things We Never Got Over by Lucy Score, which is a spicy book, but like a milder spice, you know?
Yeah.
Nothing crazy. So I took Things We Never Got Over by Lucy Score. One of the girls who is not a reader, and I ended up getting a book called Mile High, which is a spicy book.
Yeah, it sounds like it.
It's about, apparently it's like a good one, but it's like the first in a series, in like a good series.
Yeah, I'm seeing it.
And it is about a NHL player, so hockey. It's about a hockey player and a flight attendant.
Oh.
And she's like a flight attendant for this like private jet that he flies around on because of hockey. I don't know. So anyway, haven't started it, but I've heard it's good.
There's seriously, this author of it, New York Times, Sunday Times, and #1 Amazon best-selling author. It's called the Windy City series, and that's the first book in it. Okay, it's about the Chicago hockey team apparently, which I think they're really good at hockey.
I don't know.
Just it makes it a little more.
So I got that book.
Okay.
One of the girls who doesn't read grabbed a book that a friend recommended she bring.
Oh boy.
And the title of said book is Haunting Adeline.
Oh no. Oh.
Have you read that?
I have it on my shelf. I have not gotten to it yet, but I know that this book is...
It is one of the darkest.
Yes.
Like, trigger warning heavy. Like,
yes.
It's a book. It's a book.
What a book to bring. Like, that is either a really good friend who recommended it or a friend who's like, yeah, you go in blind and don't know what this is.
So, as soon as this book was unwrapped, the bride and I were the only 2 who have read it. And she and I both just started dying. The person who opened the book was Aunt.
Oh, no.
She was so excited. She was like, no one's taken this book from me. She's from Louisiana.
Okay.
And she refused to, she sat on it. She said, this is my book. No one is stealing this from me. Because the bride and I were making such a big kerfluffle about like how dark it was and how deranged it was.
Oh,
and the aunt was like, I'm keeping this. And she was like, no one take this from me. And she was like refusing to let anyone take it from her. And so no one did. And so I'm just dying because she ended up with this book. I'm going to send you a photo. I'm not going to like post it anywhere, but I'm going to send it to you. And it just was absolutely hilarious to me. So she ended up getting this book and I'm interested to see how she ends up liking it.
I was going to say, you need to follow up. And I think at some point we need a report on her review. Like we need her to type up her review or something because that's absolutely hilarious.
Yeah. Okay. Also,
oh my gosh. That's so, she has her little readers on the tip of her nose and she is just intently reading the back of the book.
And she's also drinking her Mick Ultra out of a penis straw.
Oh my goodness gracious. This picture is electric. Like, this is really funny. I truly need to know her every thought. Like, did you finish it? Did you not?
I know.
What's the thought here? That is so good. It's perfection. That is like absolute cinematic gold right there.
It couldn't have been better. She ended up getting this book. She just happened to unwrap that one and
enjoy. You know what?
Yeah.
I hope she loves it.
Yes.
I hope she does, truly.
Weekend was great. I had a lot of fun. Bachelorette party was good. And I went from, busy, super busy weekend. It was like a busy week of streams into like, I got off stream early Thursday, went straight into a whirlwind of a weekend. Came home, have been like just dove right into a whirlwind of a week of streams. I just feel like I haven't slowed down.
Yeah.
So anyway, how's yours? How's your weekend? What'd you do?
Good. It's good. I don't even know. I don't know. Normal weekend. Again, like literally, you know what? We finished housework and I have been nonstop like doing housework, like full-blown projects. I'm talking tearing up grass, like back and forth to Lowe's, getting everything ready outside for us. We finished painting our deck and it's felt really good because like I haven't had places to be except for a soccer game, but we've been so busy from the moment I wake up. I'm like exhausted by bedtime and I was going to bed at like 8:30. I'd fall asleep in my daughter's bed and then go straight to my bed when I woke up. Yeah. And it was nice. I was like, I kind of like keeping myself busy during the day like this. It was just a lot. I'm already sunburned from how much work I've done outside. So I
feel like good. I lived in that same, like, it was like the first few weeks of spring. I was so busy. We were outside constantly. We were building those garden beds. We were out doing yard work and outside constantly doing stuff, like working on house projects. Yeah. And like things eventually slowed down for us. But like I had a couple of weekends in a row where we were just like full steam ahead, like projects. And this was like about a month ago for me now. And I feel like it's coming around for you because like you're starting to get nicer weather. And it's just like time is,
It's like our big time right now. It was freezing cold today, so I didn't get to do much today. But you know what was really fun that I've been doing? My dad brought over his power washer. And I was so excited to tell you this. I have gone to town with that power washer. I have not been able to stop. Like driveway, walkways, deck, siding, like our fence is completely blown away and we're going to restain the whole fence. And it is so satisfying. My dad loves his power washer. He was like, you're going to be hooked. And I was like, you know what? Teddy always plays this game and my dad has a Switch. So I was like, Dad, I think for Father's Day, I got to get you power washer.
Oh, yeah.
He's like, no, I got to be outside doing it.
I've got a real power washer. Oh, right. Yes, it is.
I was like, I
Little
get that,
does he know.
Right. I'm like, a rainy day when you can't power wash. I'm sorry.
This man, he would love power wash them.
Right. So I think I have to get it for him for Father's Day, but I have to give it back to him. Anyways, it was really fun, except you want to know what? Do not power wash in sandals. You want to know why? I thought I cut my toes off at one point because I stopped paying attention. I hit my 2 middle toes right on the nails and I was scared to look down because I thought they were either cut off or my toenails were blasted off. And luckily they were just numb for a few hours, but like it stung so bad. It felt like I dropped a knife or a blade.
I think that's in like the power wash manual.
Yeah, no, I need a pair of like closed-toed shoes to do that next time. It was rough. It hurt so bad. Yeah. So warning, if you're going to power wash, put some closed-toed shoes on. Seriously, they're dangerous.
Well, that's fun. I love it. I've really been kind of getting into I've been getting I don't know what it was last summer is when I really dove into Power Wash Simulator and like fell hard into it like last spring and summer. And for some reason, I've been just itching to get back into it.
Should. Next time you come here, I'll get you going on my dad's or something. You can go.
Well, we have one. We have a power washer.
Oh, I didn't know you had
we bought one.
Okay.
We bought one last summer. I think we had like a broken one that was like a hand-me-down one that like was missing a part, blah, 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 blah.
Yeah.
And then we ended up just getting rid of it. And we bought our own power washer last spring or last summer, right around the time that I started playing the game. We ended up getting a power washer. And so we did our driveway. And then like part of our front porch.
Yes.
But when we were cleaning off the front porch, like all of the paint was chipping off.
Oh, yeah.
And which is fine. Like what we need to do is just really power wash it, sand it, and then repaint it. Like we just need to do that.
Right.
But we haven't. But no, I power washed our driveway last summer and it was fun.
It's so fun and it makes you really appreciate clean concrete.
Oh my gosh.
My feet felt
our concrete
so good on
was
that.
Bright white
Seriously.
afterwards. And I was like,
crazy.
It hasn't been this bright white since it was poured.
Right. I was so thrilled. They're so much fun. I don't have one at home. So my dad, he lives close, so he brings it over. But it was really, really fun. So I did that all weekend. But can I tell you something? I know that I online am like a commenter on things, right? Like I I speak my mind a little bit.
I never do. We have this conversation, and I don't know if we've ever talked about it on a podcast, but like you will comment on TikToks. You'll comment on Facebook things. You'll comment on Instagram things. Like you are a commenter. Like I am. If I come across something and I feel passionately about it, I scroll past. Yeah. Like I consume, I grumble, I screenshot it and text you. I screenshot it and text my husband. I grumble. Can you believe this? But then I scroll past. I will never comment on things. You are a commenter.
Oh yeah. I'm a commenter.
Okay, continue. Yeah.
But only in a positive way. Like I will only comment positively on things, or if someone's like looking for a critique or like they're having a hard time and they're looking for an opinion, I will share my opinion if someone wants it. Never in a negative way though.
Okay.
So, which kind of leads me into this. So I think my husband thinks I'm becoming a problem because so there's like a local Facebook group, right? And I comment on things, whatever. I love it. I sometimes use it here and there, whatever. So I'm seeing all these posts about these kids, middle schoolers who are on e-bikes, not like a bicycle with a motor. I'm talking like dirt bikes. Okay. These things are like not motorcycles. They're somewhere in between e-bike and motorcycle, like
so like a dirt
road
bike.
Safe dirt bike, right?
Yeah.
And they're all these middle school boys who ride around town on their dirt bikes. I love that. Enjoy. You got like, let the kids be kids. Have so much fun. Truly. Some people are like, why are they doing that? Whatever. Complaining about it. I'm like, let the kids be kids. I love that they're out and about. They could be at home or doing other things, making bad decisions. So
the only thing that would get me is if they're like wildly loud and they're like revving in front of people's houses and stuff.
So listen, they pop wheelies. They are loud and they do ride down all the streets. So ever since last week, I was leaving the grocery store sometime last week, and our grocery store is in like a little strip mall, and it is busy. It is the busiest space in town. It is always complained about. These kids, as I'm leaving, there's probably 12 of them. They come out of Starbucks in our grocery store, and they all hop on their dirt bikes, and they decide to all ride fast down like the main drive of the strip mall, not paying attention to stop signs. Half of them are on their phones, and there's people walking to and from their cars and cars going everywhere. And I panicked. I was like, these kids are going to hit a person or they're going to get hit by a car. Luckily they didn't, because the drivers were also paying attention. But I was like, I don't love that. I kind of agree with some of the people in our group now who are complaining about them, and they're popping wheelies. They're loud. They're on their phones. They're not looking around.
Yeah. I think to some extent, like absolutely, like kids, totally. I love that they're outside, but I also would be like, you need to also be mindful of other people in your community. Yeah.
Right. So let's call that Thursday. Friday rolls around. I'm taking in my flowers from our front porch. I still have to do that thing where they're like outside, move them in at night.
Because they frost at night. Yeah.
Exactly. So it's 7:30 p.m.-ish. I'm pulling in my flowers, and all of a sudden I hear, they are flying down my street. They're across, like my neighbor across the street has a huge blank yard that kind of has a dip in it. They all go full blown through his lawn, around his trees, and fly down the rest of the road. And I said, absolutely.
Like tearing up grass.
So I pick up my phone and I call the police. Because I said, I'm done. I've had it. And I looked up. I looked up the neighborhood,
the non-emergency numbers.
Yes. Yeah. And I called, and they go, blah, 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 police. And I was like, did I call the right line? Is this the non-emergency line? And he was like, yeah. And I was like, okay, like, I'm so sorry. I really don't want to sound complainy, but like I've seen on the Facebook group that people are also complaining about this, and I'm scared someone's going to get hurt. I start rambling. I sound so dumb, and I'm second guessing why I'm even calling. Yeah. But I was like, there's kids on their bikes, and like I saw them almost get absolutely run over or hit people at the grocery store yesterday, and they just went tearing down my street in my neighbor's lawn. And I don't know, the man who lives there isn't the friendliest, so I don't know how he would react if he saw that. And I just want to make sure everyone's safe. And I'm rambling. I was like, I'm so sorry. And he was like, ma'am, we have received so many calls about these kids. I am so glad you called because they are not allowed to be riding through people's lawns. Like that is wrong. And he was like, I'm very glad that you called and I'm going to send our lieutenant out. And I was like, I heard one of them yell one of the kids' names. It was this, like, I don't know if that helps. They're going this way towards this street. And I just don't know. I just wanted to call and let you know. And I sounded so ridiculous.
Yeah.
But I hung up and then I was like, whatever. And I told my husband, he was like, you're going to get our house TP'd. You're going to get our house egged. Like, they're going to know it was you. They saw you standing there scowling at them. I was out there, like, you know me. If someone makes me mad, I will stand there and stare. You will give them
the dirtiest look.
They know.
Also,
like, they will know.
Also, if they say, we saw you in someone's yard circling a tree, they'll be like, oh, yeah, that was right across from that scowly girl's house.
So like, I'm scowling at them like,
called.
Great. Yeah. Great. So I called. I see them every day. I've seen them every single day since then. And you want to know what? I was picking up my daughter from preschool yesterday and I was crossing the street. One of the kids did not stop. He popped a wheelie and literally sped up down the street as I was walking. And I pretended, I was like, I don't care. He can hit me if he wants to. That's on him. He has to slow down. Like, he is in the wrong then if he hits me with his bike. And so I just walked across the street and he zoomed right by me. But I'm like, these kids have to be stopped. Like, where are your parents? I don't know if I'm in the wrong here, but like, let the kids be kids. But there comes a point. And like, there's road signs. They didn't stop at my stop sign at the corner of my house. There was a person walking one night and she had headphones in. They could have gotten in a collision. I don't know. Let the kids be kids, but like, teach your kids how to be respectful.
1,000%.
I'm just like the neighborhood Karen now. So I feel like...
Is this something that like is... Like, when did this start? Like, how long has this been happening? Like, just within the last few weeks? Because like, they aren't doing it in the winter.
No. In the last week, I've seen it a ton. And I've seen so many posts in our group about it. And I started commenting in the groups anonymously. I want to
join this group just so I can see these posts.
You should. I'm an anonymous member now, though. My comments are all anonymous.
You're like because I don't want them to know me or something.
Yes, it's like anonymous member number 31789. And I'm like, listen, because there's so many people in there who are like, come on, lady, stop complaining about the kids on the e-bikes. Like, we used to do way worse back in the day. And I'm like, listen, I know that. I get that. I want them to be outside doing fun things. I don't want them riding through my lawn. I don't want them like tearing up town or getting hit or hitting
like someone. I have a toddler outside. Right.
She runs around all the time. If she was sitting in the grass, like what if they rode through and like hit her? I told my husband I was going to get rumble strips or like the spike strips and put them through our grass. So I would know. And he was like, let's do it.
I like how you're like, yeah, the guy across the street, he's not the friendliest, but I'm getting spike strips. You're like, don't know what the guy across the street would do, but I'm going to pop their tires.
He's like an old man. I've never seen him outside. But me, I'm going to pop the frick out of those tires.
I'm taking it into my own hands.
You got to. Like, at some point, you got to. So,
yeah.
It's been hilarious. I'm on the lookout for these kids all the time now. And I was like, I gotta figure out what to do. It's not my place. I shouldn't have to do this, but like I feel passionate about it now.
1,000%. I will say we, for a while, and it, knock on wood, it has kind of like slowed down over the last like couple of months, but we had driving around my neighborhood, these like, I don't know what they are. It's like a four-wheeler thing. But they're not four-wheelers. They have like roofs. It's like
I know what you're talking about.
And it's like, it's kind of like slick shaped and like, it's not a golf cart or like a side-by-side, but they're more like dune buggy things.
It's got like a rounded-ish top that slants down.
Yeah.
I don't know what they're called.
No. And they have like flags hanging off and like light strips and stuff sticking off the back. And we had those things riding around our neighborhood for the last several months.
Yeah.
And really loud. They're like wildly loud and they speed so quickly.
Yeah.
They're like going like 3 times the speed limit. Like it's wild. But maybe not 3, maybe like double the speed limit. But they go so fast. Mm-hmm. I've never called the police on them, but I do get grouchy and look.
Seriously.
I do go, seriously, and I look out the window. But
it's
I don't.
A disturbance.
I've never called. But it's annoying. Yeah. Also, it's not quite as like, I think, dangerous. I mean, it is, but
yeah. I mean, I'm like,
I don't know.
What parents are buying their middle schoolers dirt bikes anyways? Like, I had to pedal my bike. I had to use my legs. These kids are on their cell phones half the time, not looking.
I don't know. What is there like do you have to have any sort of a license to drive a dirt bike on a road?
I have no idea. I have no idea. I know that like in my town, you're allowed to have golf carts. You have to get a special permit to drive a golf cart around town.
Yeah.
But like, that's one of the fun things about being around here is that you can do stuff like that. And so I'm like, I love seeing kids walk around. Like, to me, that was my favorite part about childhood was like calling your friend, you walk to 7-Eleven, you walk somewhere. And I love seeing the kids at like, did I tell you we got a new ice cream store in town? Mm-mm. Dude. Okay, well, this is it opened like a week or 2 ago. We've been like 7 times. It's amazing. But like, I think you did because you told me about
like a specific ice cream that you were getting. S'mores.
I've been getting s'mores. We went again last night. I get the same thing every time. It's addicting. It's so good. So anyways, there were a bunch of kids there last night. And I'm like, I love that they are all walking and like scrambling for their cash to pay for their ice cream that their parents handed them. And like, that to me is such a great childhood experience. But like middle schoolers on dirt bikes riding around a quiet, like very peaceful town is quite interesting. A little bit, especially when they have no manners. So my daughter, she won't be.
She won't be.
So anyways, I become a neighborhood Karen, and that's my life.
Hey, listen, you're keeping people safe, I suppose.
Yeah. You know what? I'm an officer around here. I look out for these people. So anyways.
I really want to join your Facebook group now. I feel like they'll be like, invite. What is your address though? And I'm going to be like,
you moved in with me. Yeah. They won't know. The admins don't do anything, okay? Because they should really delete half of the posts that are in there, and they don't. So like, they won't care. I'll give you some information to put in. Okay. You'll be fine. You're my new tenant or something in my house. We're good. I'll send you the invite. But anyways, yeah. So that was my weekend. Otherwise, totally normal. I am preparing myself actually for this upcoming weekend because I have officially my second card show coming up. And I've been doing so much preparation for it. I feel like ready to rock it. Like I'm ready to walk in there and sounds like I know what I'm talking about. Okay. To these people. I've been doing so much research. And I don't know if I mentioned this, but my mother, she loves a chase. She loves like supporting weird things that I like. So she also loves Whatnot and Poshmark. Like she's always on a Whatnot show or a Posh show. Like always. It's hard to have a conversation with her sometimes. Mom, if you're listening to this, you know it's true. But she's like sitting on a Posh show, like half listening to you. So she ordered a big box of Pokemon cards. She had no idea what they are. Right. Yeah. It's someone was cleaning out their storage room and was like, oh, these are all like, I don't even know what's in here. Honestly, it's like they pulled out all the good stuff and put all the bulk cards in a big box. Okay. This thing was like 15 pounds. This was a hefty box of Pokemon cards. And it took me probably like 4 days, hours each day going through all the cards to figure out what I liked, what I didn't like. And there were some good things in there that I really liked. There's nothing that's like worth anything really, but still cards that I enjoyed.
Right. Because you're building a collection that is cards you like, not cards that are worth money.
Exactly.
So you had there were some cards in there that you liked that you could add to your collection, but that weren't necessarily like, or that were like decent that you could use as traders maybe.
No trade value in any of them, honestly. But like for me, there were a lot of really good ones to add to my collection. So I was like, this is perfect. So that really got me going. And over the past couple of weeks, I think I talked about the Pokemon cards a couple of weeks ago, but I have officially organized my 3 binders. So I have my childhood binder completely organized. And this week's final prep was getting my whole trade binder ready. And so what I did was I went on one of the like TCG websites, looked up all the market values of every single freaking card in these binders, wrote them all down, like kind of organized them based off of that. So my first page would be like my most valuable cards for trading and so on and so forth. And then my last binder is like, I will never trade these. These are my favorites. Even if they're worth nothing, these are everything to me. Like,
so you don't even take those ones to the show?
I'm going to, because people still like looking through them and they'll be like, oh wait, have you seen this card? Like this would look really cute. And it just reminds me what I'm missing. So I left some blank spots. So the research I need to do, this is what I have been like struggling with. Everyone throws out like percentages. I don't understand percentages. Like that was something in math in middle school that I really struggled with for some reason. And so I was like, what are they talking about? Like trade percentage or like whatever, like I'll do 80% of XYZ. And I'm like, what does that mean? I'm so confused. So I've been doing my research and now I totally understand it. And please, if someone's listening to me explain this and I am totally wrong, please let me know as soon as possible so I do not walk into this card show completely incorrect. But essentially what it means is my goal this weekend is to find my favorite Sylveon card, right? Like the pink pretty one. And let's say that card's current market value is $305. I will not put $305 in front of someone for this card, okay? Mm-hmm. So if someone says to me, oh, I'll trade it like 80%, right? You take 305, multiply it by 0.8 for the 80%, and that gets me to 244. So in my, like what I've learned is that I need to give them something or cash to value that 244. And so what I was trying to do was figure out, okay, what's the best way for me to do this with my cards from my card binder? Because I could add up a lot of little cards to get that, or I could give them my biggest card and add one more on top of it. Like, what's the best way? So what I learned is that sellers or people who are like the vendors there will look for cards that are liquid. So like ones that they know someone will want. So it has to be like a popular Pokemon or a popular
they're
art
more
style.
They're more likely to say like they'd be less likely to take like a bunch of crap cards that are worth 244 as opposed to like a couple of cards that are better that they know that they'll be able to sell. Yeah.
Right. That are like Charizard, Evolutions, like things that they know people will be like, oh yeah, easy to recognize cards. And I was like, okay, perfect. So I went through mine and I picked out like the perfect 2 cards based off my research. I was like, okay, so I have 3 scenarios. I got to feel the person out a little bit. I learned what to say and what not to say and like how to handle these conversations. So
pretend I am the card person.
Okay. So
hey, little mama, let me whisper in your ear.
I'm going to walk right away from you. No, just kidding. I'm at an advantage now. Yeah, I look good. Yeah, I did my hair to come here. I got the advantage.
Pink Sylveon card you want. I'll give you 80% of trade value or something.
See, and if you didn't say that, I'd be like, what like percentage do you usually do for trades?
80.
Okay, cool. I was thinking I would trade this card right here for you. And I put my little Rayquaza, and you would get your phone, and you would go, let me pull TCG. Yeah, we're close. Like, I think we're pretty close. I'd be like, okay.
What else can you add? Do you have anything else you can add on there?
There you go. See, so if he didn't budge, and I could tell that person was like close, I'd be like, yeah, this is like my big chase Sylveon. I'm so excited about it. I love it. It's beautiful. And sometimes, like, if I looked extra good, or if they were like, maybe they were feeling nervous around me, neighborhood Karen, they'd be like, okay, yeah, sure. Fine. That's situation 1. Most unlikely to happen. But anyways, so my next move, I take out my Blaziken R, and I'm like, all right, here, I'll throw this on top of it. What do you think? And then they'd be like,
I'm going to pull out my phone and see what the Blaziken R is worth.
And then that would get us like right there. Now, if they know, like at this point, I kind of understand in my mind if they want to get rid of that Sylveon. They may not want to. And so they would probably keep pushing like, I don't know. I just need more. There was that one guy the first show who kept asking me for more, and I walked away from him because I was like, no, absolutely not. So I was like, instead,
I need more.
Right,
I like
so
this Blaziquan, and I like this other thing, this Rayquaza, but
you're good.
I need more.
All right. So how about instead of the Blaziken, I do this Mew, this like gold Mew. What do you think?
Is Mew worth more?
It's about the same, but Mew is a more
higher
prominent
value, right? Because who's
Exactly.
Blaziquan?
He's a fire kicking chicken. That's what he is.
Okay, yeah. I'd rather have that Mew. He's more liquid.
So exactly, like people want Mew. A lot of people love Mew. So you'd be like, oh yeah, that's cool. That would be best case. We trade, and then I get that card at that 244. Or if he's like a hard hitter, but I really want this card, then I'd be like, all right, you can have like this and then one other, or like all three of them, go. And then it's pretty even if we did like 85%, 90%, because I'm still going for a card that's worth way more than like what I have, right? So I'm ready. I have my cards ready to offer. And I think...
So poor Blaziquan, Rayquaza, and Mew.
They know. I mean, that's the thing.
They
like,
know
those
they're out.
They're super cool cards. Here's the thing. I have 2 of the Mews and I have 2 of the Blazikens. One of the Blazikens is in my favorite binder because
I'm not even saying it right.
Cool.
It's Blaziken.
Blaziken.
He's
really cool. Look him up. Blaziken.
Rayquaza is what I was confusing it with.
Rayquaza is a big old sky dragon, but he's not my favorite. Blaziken is really cool. I really like him. He was in the same like show period that I really liked. So anyways, I have done my research. If I thought of those percentages incorrectly and I sounded absolutely incorrect during all of that little role play there, please tell me. Literally, do not let me walk into this show. Tell me before I go and make. No,
I think you'll be good. I mean, I'm sure you're watching like TikToks and stuff, right? To like learn.
Absolutely. Yeah. There's so many cool TikToks of vendors who set up cameras and like we'll go through people's binders, or there's so many awesome vendors who it's almost like they're streamers. And so people who are following them will donate so they can give away like a free card to the next person, or they'll be like, here's whatever, like the next kid who walks up, like give them the card they want and like I'll pay for it. And that is just the best part of the community. I think my shows are pretty small. It's not like these big massive conventions, but I do think I would love to go to one of those. So maybe a goal of mine, although I know if I walked up to them and tried talking to them, I'd clam up. But goals, so I know what I'm doing. I think I'm ready to sound more confident this time. Still kind and confident, but I think what would be fun as well is I have a whole wish list written out. Okay. And there's a lot of Pokemon on there, but there's a lot of my favorites. So I think what I should do is come up with like one chase card aside from the Sylveon, like what do I really want, and report back on if I can find it. And I'll make it like my mission to hunt it down at the show. And do you want to know? I think I picked it. Oh. Do you want to know which card I really, really want?
Yeah.
Okay. I want you to look it up. Okay. Pull up Google. And I'm going to have you Google this. Can you type in light Machoke?
Oh.
Now Google it.
Where he's like leaning on the bar.
He's sitting with a little flower looking like, hey, pretty lady, I got you a daisy.
Okay, no, that is a really good card.
How cute is it?
It's old, from 2002.
Right. So I wrote down on here, I have Neo Destiny, which is going to be harder to find, but it's a Neo Destiny Machoke card. And it's not super expensive, even though it's old. But some people will have it. It's going to be hard to find, but I think it is such a funny card that I think I need to hunt it down.
So, okay. I'm on the TCG website right now, right?
Yep. Yes.
Near mint first edition is $200. Yep.
Correct.
But that's not what most of them are.
No. So it also depends on if it's like holographic or not. So hang on, I'm pulling it up on TCG Player. So when you scroll, that's why these things get so confusing. So hang on. as I look at it, so this one, Near Mint First Edition, that's someone online is selling it for $199, right?
Okay. Sold by Legends TCG shop, yeah.
If you scroll down to the price points, this is where you could get scammed because someone could show you $199 for that card. But if you didn't know any better, you scroll down, market price for that card is $16.
Yeah.
The most recent sale was $1. And then if you scroll down to all the listings, $1, $2, $1. But someone just has it listed for $199 through TCG Player. So every one that I priced out, I had to scroll down and go through the market price and then figure that out. So
see, I'd be so bad at this because I would be like, okay, well, what one's the most like not it's like not the cheapest because I want it to be like nice. I want it to be a nice card. So like there's a Near Mint for $4.
Yep. Which is probably what Near Mint is like what you would typically buy from people. Yeah. That's like what I would typically see at a card show when it's sometimes it'll say if it's damaged,
heavily played, moderately played.
You're getting like if you flip the card over some whitening on the back. I don't give a crap how the back looks like. The back could be scratched, pen on it. That's fine. I just want the front of the card to be clean.
Yeah.
If it's bent, I really don't care as long as it's not like creased to the point where like paper's ripping off. But I think that's why ordering online is hard because I want to know, like someone's definition of heavily played could be way different than what I think it is. So that's why I did all my research so no one could swindle me. And I'm going to make sure I have my list of all the market prices on my wishlist cards so I don't end up, getting screwed. And so I can negotiate better because I feel like last time I did that still, but it was like in the moment when there's bad Wi-Fi, there's a lot of people around, everything's loading slowly. Like I want them to be like, oh, she did her research, like she knows what she's
I can't mess with her.
Exactly. And I'm gonna be ready to not be mean but be like, don't do that to me.
Right.
Don't do that. I'll walk away from you right now.
I know what I'm talking about. Yeah.
So I think I really want to try to see if my negotiation tactics on my Sylveon will work. And then I'm going to chase down that Light Machoke. So
okay.
Those
I like
are
it. We'll
my
see.
goals.
Next week we'll check in on Sylveon and Light Machoke.
Yes. Thank you for listening to my Pokemon card rant.
You're welcome.
It's great. It's great. I see on here, Teddy, that you have a spicy book update, and I really am excited to hear about it.
I really don't. All I was gonna say was I'm still reading it. I'm like 75% of the way through the book that I was talking about last week, and I did have to like come in and re-edit the podcast and like bleep the thing out and add a little note in. But I'm still reading it. And I'm about 75% of the way through. That's it.
Oh, great.
That's the only update I had for you.
But it's good. We like it. And this was a book that had like spice off the rip.
And then like a couple chapters in got like, okay.
Keeps it fun. Wait, I love this.
Yeah, so I've still been reading it. I haven't had a lot of free time, so it's not like a particularly long book, but I haven't had like a ton of time to read it, but I've been reading like a couple chapters every night. So that's it. I'm still reading it.
I saw some people were asking for the title so they could look into it as well for themselves. So I like the update. So if you were thinking about it last week, it sounds like we're still liking it if you want to circle back. So that's fun. Okay, well, I'm glad you are liking it. Now, I know you haven't had a lot of time in the past week. You've been traveling. Have you watched any Life After the Villa?
Absolutely none.
Okay. I feel like I will spoil everything, so I can't even get into it.
Has it been good though?
No. Here's the thing. Okay, so this may spoil some things. Do you care?
No.
Anyone else, if you don't, I'm not going to openly try to spoil something, but I apologize.
But just warning, because she's bad about spoiling things.
I'm really bad. I just talk and I forget. So it's not good because I feel like it's all fake. It's not all fake, but like it feels like they're trying to create drama for no reason, right? And I'm not liking any of the people at all. I feel like we talked last week about Hannah's confrontation with Pepe, And she is getting a lot of heat for that interaction online.
Is
and she is. People are really making fun of her for it. But in the past couple of episodes, she explains how she has super bad anxiety, which we can all understand. Like, I get that. If I'm starting to think of Life After the Villa in the girls' minds as your friend. Like, I think of how you and I would handle these situations with like significant others and me confronting one of your ex-boyfriends who did you dirty. I probably would feel super anxious too. And if I walked up to your ex-boyfriend to call him out, the words that came out of my mouth probably wouldn't be graceful.
Yeah.
Right. And I would probably say things aggressively, but like I'd probably be so nervous.
To any of my exes.
Right. Which I would be so nervous and sweating. And so for someone who has like anxiety the way she does, I get how she may have like, people are making fun of her voice and like literally how she physically speaks as well. Not just like the words, but everything. And I'm like, think about how locked up you get when you're anxious. Like, that is a nerve-wracking situation. So anyways, that was one thing. But also we see a lot more about Beldasha, like kicking it with the guys all the time. And that's just her like thing, right? So you saw the part where she was with Brian, Pepe, whatever,
at the dog park.
Yep. I saw this TikTok and it was a great point. She left 2 weeks into the show. She knew, well, like 2 weeks for us, 2 episodes into the show. She knew all the girls, basically. She didn't know any of she didn't know Pepe. She didn't know Brian. None of them were there yet. None of the guys were there yet she is choosing them, kind of. She's not choosing them, but she's hanging out with them and not supporting like her girlfriends. That'd be like weird. If I'm thinking about it, that'd be like odd for me to play devil's advocate with your ex-boyfriend into you. Like she keeps trying to stick up for the guys, but also be on the girls' side. And I get that, but like the girls are your friends.
You didn't even
I wouldn't be sticking up. I wouldn't be sticking up for these guys. I would never stick up for your ex-boyfriend. You know, and so I've been doing a lot of thinking about the show, and I'm like, a lot of this doesn't make sense.
Yeah, I guess I didn't realize that. Like, you're right. Like, Brian was Casa Amor, right?
Right. And Pepe was
later. He was a bombshell much later.
Right.
Yeah.
So she doesn't know them, and Chris too. So I'm like,
right. Chris was Casa Amor.
Right. And the past couple of episodes is a lot of Bella complaining about how the girls don't include her. And the girls are all like, well, yeah, because you just choose to hang out with the guys. And like when they went on a golf trip and we were all hanging out at the pool, you chose to go golfing with the guys. Like, what do you think that says to us? And I'm like, I get that. Like, Iris, Hannah, they're getting a lot of hate online because Bella is like not included. And they're like, they're mean girls. I, again, see both sides to it. I think everyone could be nicer and put differences aside. But like, as a girl, I would feel kind of like,
right.
If like, I wouldn't want to be super close either.
You'd be like we were friends and you're choosing to hang out with a guy that you never met who is my ex.
Who like really hurt me. And you're not like, I get that you want us all to be one big family. You were here for 2 weeks. Like, let's calm. Like, you don't have to be friends with everyone. Like, where do your alliances stand? So anyways, that's like where I'm at right now. I think Grayson has become, like, I wish we saw more of her in the show. She seems so cool, just normal and fun, until I heard she's dating Austin, or at least had feelings for Austin. I'm like, please, for the love of anything, dude, like, seriously? Seriously, girl? Are you kidding me? You could have chose anyone but him.
Anyone.
Oh my gosh, I can't stand him. He's my least favorite person on that whole entire show. And that's who she picks. It blows my mind. And she's crying over him. I'm like, oh no, this is such a bad look. Please let this be a producer thing. Please let this all be fake. So anyways, it's good. It's not great. I'm just excited for the next season to roll around. I'm kind of sick of these people, if I'm being honest.
And it's coming soon, June 2nd, right?
Couple more weeks.
Just a couple weeks.
I know. So that's my Life After the Villa.
I will say, my husband sat me down this week and said, do you know when Love Island starts? And I said, no, let me look it up. And I looked it up, and I don't think I had a date yet. And he said, I want to watch it this season. Will you promise not to watch it without me? And I said,
gorgeous.
No.
Oh.
I don't promise that. It's on like 4 days a week. Like what?
It is?
He wants me to sit. Yeah, it's like Monday through Thursday or something, or like Sundays through Wednesdays or something.
Really?
Yeah, it's on all the time.
Okay, last season was my first season watching it. And tell me why I thought it was like only once a week on Wednesdays. No. Oh, my day just got so much better. Yes.
No.
Okay.
Love Island is like it's like 4 days a week. And I said that to and I was like, it's a lot of days a week. And then I was like, well, do you want to watch US or UK? And he goes, well, which cast is better? And I was like, we don't have the cast for either yet. And he was like, well, I don't know then.
Oh my gosh. Do they air at the same time? Or like the same
Love
schedule?
Island, I think UK is like 2 weeks later or something. It starts like 2 weeks later.
I did like...
UK is typically better, in my opinion. I liked US last season better. Mm-hmm. I'll probably watch both.
Okay. I really liked catching up last year because I liked having so many episodes to watch at
binge
once.
at one time. Yeah.
Yeah. But I feel like my algorithm is too deep into it right now where
you can't
you can't give it
that. You can't give it a month before you get into it. You're going to feel so out of it. I need to watch
it right away.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm kind of bummed about that, but whatever. So a couple more weeks and we'll be
But it's like I said, it's on so often that you'll have like a new episode a lot.
True. Yeah. True. So okay, that's good. I'm excited to see the cast. So anyways, Life After the Villa, I'm excited for that to be done and get into Love Island after the Villa, whatever, because I'm sick of this show, if I'm being so honest, but I have to watch the whole thing. Yeah. So anyways, the last thing I think we have to talk about this week, we finally have the Royal Highlands released in Palia. Huge week.
We do. It's here.
Huge week. I can't believe it's here. It's been fun. I've set aside some time and I've played it. I know you have too. I love it. I'm excited to hear your thoughts on it.
Can I just say?
Go ahead.
I was playing today.
Yeah.
Hanging out in the Highlands.
Mm-hmm.
Chilling by Central Stables.
Mm-hmm.
And here comes this girl. This girl ran by me with a white horse and a white outfit and flew by me and completely ignored me. Didn't even turn around to say hi. I stood there and waited for you to turn around.
I try not to linger because I don't know what you're in the middle of doing half the time. So I'm like, I really don't want to get in the way. I really don't want to get in her way. So I saw you and I acknowledged you on my end in my head. And I just said,
oh, in your head.
She's busy. And I said, there she is. Hey, girl.
You just plowed right by me. And I go, well, there goes Mandi Wiz. She gonna turn around? Nope. Just rocket past me. Never turn around.
There were two of your community members. One of your other mods, Kajuma. I ran into her in the Highlands somewhere. And I think I was running out of... I've been questing, okay? I'll get into that. But, I've been questing, and which is rare for me. I saw her as I was, leaving a quest to go do something for the quest. And so I saw her, and I did wave. But then I got on my horse, and I just ran away. And then one other person, I saw them.
Lucky Kajuma got a wave. I got a barrel past with no acknowledgement.
That's me going, how you like my horse? Running by. Look how fast he goes. That's my favorite horse. I can't give it up now. I can't give it up. So, thoughts on the Highlands so far? I'm obsessed with these freaking horses.
Are you?
Riding them. I don't know why. I hated them at first. I could not steer that thing for the life of me, and I was pissed. Pissed.
Yes.
I enjoy riding them to the point where I would just log into the game to gallop around because I find it and jump over things.
Yeah.
Fun.
I really like the horses too. At first did not. The more that I play with it, the more that I like it.
Yeah. Yes.
I will say I had to go into my settings and change my camera mount to manual, and then I liked it so much better.
What did that change? Like, how did that?
So basically the camera doesn't like turn for you. Like, it's more like when you run. Like, you know how like when you're playing and you have the controller and like you change like where the camera is? Like one Joy-Con controls you and the other one controls the camera.
Yes.
Well, when you're on the horse, you don't get to control the camera really as much. You're like fighting the camera because it's like trying to like turn. And like, so if you go into like just settings and like you just hit settings and then you just scroll all the way to the bottom, there's one called mount camera control or something. Okay. It's like mount camera control, and change it. It's right now it's on hybrid. It starts on hybrid, meaning that it like tries to control your camera for you. And if you move it to manual, it makes it so much more natural. It makes it feel like you're just like you're running yourself, where like you have control over that camera angle. And it makes it so much easier.
Interesting. I've been like, I use my left Joy-Con to like speed up, slow down. I only do like half speed. And then I can't ever so slightly like tap my thumb on the other side to like change where I'm looking kind of. And then I ever so slightly turn.
Try the manual thing.
Okay. I'm going to try that tonight.
Absolute game changer.
Amazing. Now, question. I thought we were able to ride these everywhere. Like Bahari, Kilima. We can't, can we? Like, I can't.
So you can't right now ride it in Bahari, and that's just a glitch. Yeah, you're allowed to ride them everywhere. The only places you're not allowed to ride them are the Kilima like central bubble, like right in the middle of Kilima where like the bulletin board is. And then like in the underground and in like buildings and stuff. Okay. So like the outskirts of Kilima, you're supposed to be able to ride it. Anywhere in Bahari, you're supposed to be able to ride it. Elderwood, you can ride it. You might not be able to go into like central stables. I'm not really sure. Right. But like there's a few like crowded places where it would be an issue. They don't let you ride them. But
got it.
There's like Bahari, you're supposed to be able to ride it anywhere. And it's just like, it wasn't letting me ride it earlier. And that's just a glitch.
Okay. Because I am now very impatient and running is not fast enough. Like I need that horse. I was going to Tamala's for one of my quests and I was like, I need this horse. This is taking forever. Yeah. And there's no travel station there.
We're recording this on Wednesday night and today, this evening, there was an update came through, like a hot fix came through. So that may fix it. I don't know.
Gorgeous. Okay. We'll see. So initial thoughts were, I need that.
Yeah, the hot fix that I am really excited about is my map, and I don't know if yours has been this way, has been extremely checkerboard.
I noticed that on your stream, and I saw someone post about that. Mine has been totally fine. Your floors are just checkerboard?
Yeah. Why? Like, not all of them, but like a good 3/4 of them are checkerboard. So how? I don't know, but the hot fix that is coming through tonight is supposedly fixing that. So that's good. Okay. There's like a way to fix it to like change like your direct setting, like your graphic settings from like direct 11 to direct 12. If I change those settings, it crashes my stream. So I can't play like that. Interesting. So it's just been kind of like I've just been playing in checkerboard. My like initial like impressions of the Royal Highlands are, I think, like half baked because I have a checkerboard map. Like,
yeah, seriously,
it looks wonky. So I'm excited to play. I mean, I've gotten all day. Like, I played for several hours on Tuesday. I played for like 8 hours today, 9 hours today. And it's just like, I like it, but I feel like I haven't experienced it yet.
Right. And I mean, it's interesting because I've seen a lot of mixed feedback about the areas, about how people are saying it's too big and it's like unnecessarily large. Like they wanted to introduce mounts, and so they made a very large blank space for people to run through. To your point, though, I think it's a fun exploratory land. Like, it is a wide open space. What's that song? Wide open spaces. Is that a song?
Dixie Chicks, yeah.
Sure. That's exactly how it feels. And you're right. I feel like if you're seeing a checkerboard, you have like you haven't even seen literally the lay of the land and like
no,
what it looks like.
No.
The map confuses me.
This is one of the things I have to say about it too. Checkerboard clearly killing the vibe. 2, right. I feel like they did with the Royal Highlands kind of what they did. It's like it feels like a mix of like Bahari and Elderwoods, where, and I was explaining this to my husband today after stream because he was like, what are your thoughts? It's like a circle, right?
Yes.
It feels like a circle where there's like up and down. And the only way to get from the top half to the bottom half is through this narrow valley in the middle.
One little space.
It's one little like path through the middle. Mm-hmm. And otherwise you're stuck. Like,
you can't go up the mountains.
No, it feels like you're in like south or north, and then it's so confusing to try to figure out where you are to like find the path to get north or to get south. And so I just wish there was more like
I wish I could go up the mountains. Yeah.
It feels like I'm in the deep woods in the Elderwoods and trying to get up and out.
Yes, and that's the worst part of the Elderwoods.
Yes.
In my opinion. Like, I despise that space because I do not like having to get up. I can never
figure out how to get out of the deep woods. No. And I feel like anytime I'm trying to go from like north to south or south to north, I feel like I'm stuck in the deep woods.
Absolutely.
And then I'm like, where's that one mushroom that I jump on to get up on that tree to get out of the deep woods? And that's how I feel trying to find that path. It's like, where is that one tiny little narrow path in this massive map that'll get me through? So
I totally agree.
Some people may like that. It's not my favorite.
I agree. And I know some people would say, well, use the fast travel. I'm enjoying riding
I'm not a fast travel girly.
I want to ride my horse. Like 1,000 meters or whatever.
The land.
Exactly. 1,000 meters, whatever they use in measurement in Palia, 1,000 of those on a horse is nothing. If I had to walk that on foot, I'm mad. I'm fast traveling that. But like, no.
We're going to be the ones doing that run your horses marathon thing. Whatever that event is. I don't remember what it's called. The long ride.
That's what we're in right now, right?
Hey, you fast travelers aren't going to be contributing to that at all.
No, I got my first like accomplishment or whatever. Like, congrats, you've ran X amount of whatever on your horse, on your mount.
It doesn't start until May 25th.
Ugh, seriously?
Yeah.
I need it to start like right now when I'm in the thick of it. Because here's the thing. I have gone through the whole main storyline quest of...
Me too.
Right. And I've never done that right away. Someone was saying this is an extremely overwhelming update for me because they felt there's so much. Like, how do I organize what to do? My mentality this time around, which is the opposite of what I've ever done with this game, I went in saying I need to do the quests because that's going to make everything so much clearer.
It'll make stuff
and
make
easier.
Sense. Yeah.
Yes. And I don't think like some things happen until you do certain points of the quest.
Mm-hmm.
So you're like just kind of what's the word I'm looking for? You're just not doing yourself any favors if you're not. So, and they were fun and they were honestly pretty easy. So I finished that and I'm just trying to get like up with all my quests, finish them, and then I still have one beginning of the game quest from Reth that I have not finished, and it bothers me so bad. Like anytime I need a new quest, it automatically pins to my page.
I have one of those
I just
right
need
now.
To finish.
I have a relationship quest right now with Kenyatta that keeps doing that, and I keep having to unpin it, and I'm like, stop.
I know. So I'm making it a goal to finish it. Mine's the super snooper, and I have to be like level 4 maxed out friendships with Zeki and Tish. So I'm like, man, I gotta finish this because I'm sick of it popping up on my whatever homepage. So I need to do that, and then I'll start adventuring out through the Royal Highlands to get some of those like one-off quests here and there. But then, like, I don't know what else I'm going to do in there because I feel like there's hunting and, like, plushie hunting and getting all the bugs and the fish. I just don't feel excited about the hunting in the Royal Highlands because the masks are interesting to me. Like these little Terra masks, I don't know if I'm vibing with them yet. Like they're kind of just a little, they remind me of Pokemon too much with the terrestrial whatever phenomenon that they introduced. It's the same exact thing. And I'm like, this is too like magical. Like, I don't know. It just doesn't feel like authentic to Palia for some reason in my brain. It just feels weird. And I don't like that I'm getting attacked. Like, that scared me so bad when one of those little cats with a fire on it bolted at me, and it made my heart rate like freak out when
as soon as I saw that, I was like, that gives Pokemon Arceus vibes for you.
Hated that part. I was like, I can't even run by them without getting that little red, like,
I try to ignore them and I get hit with something.
And they hate you. And your controller vibrates and it scares me. So
I wouldn't be surprised if, like, given feedback, things change, you know? Things can always change with feedback.
You're right. Maybe they'll open some more pathways. But what are your other thoughts? What are you liking about the update, or what have you been doing?
I have kind of been doing the same thing as you. Yesterday I worked through the whole main quest line. And I don't want to spoil it for anyone listening to this, because, like, again, we're only going to be like 4 days out from the update, but like the main storyline quest I thought was really good. And I'm glad we got the answers that we got finally and whatever. So I loved the main storyline quest. I'm obsessed with Echelon. Obsessed. Like, I love him. Like, I don't care about Reth. I don't care about Nio. I don't care about Hassian. I care about Echelon. I will leave Kilima. I will leave Bahari. I will leave Elderwood. And I will move to Bahari City with this man. I don't care if he's evil.
Do we think he's evil?
I don't know. Some people do. Some people are suspicious of him. Sabira obviously doesn't like him.
So I'll be honest. I read more about, like, the dialogue this time around, but, like, oh man, sometimes they talk a lot. And so I start clicking and I'm like, I trust him. He's cute. I don't care. I trust
1,000%.
So I'm there with you. I do love that. One of my notes on my thoughts were Echelon and Hassian being, like, two of the main characters of this is really fun. I was like, I'm really kind of liking this. So I too agree. I think I'm getting rid of Reth. I'm saying so long to Reth. He's off the island. And Echelon and Hassian, I think, are going to be my two little pins.
Oh,
he's cute.
Oh, he's cute.
I like the accent too.
I can't wait until we get to romance him, because that's obviously not an option yet. And so I'm really looking forward to when we can do that.
We think later this year, right?
I don't know when. I'd hope so.
Okay.
I'd hope so, during another update. Other than that, like, Questline, I upgraded all of my storage today to the Jadium storage.
Did you? What were you at before?
Iron. I skipped Palium storage.
Okay. Because I'm at basic. Like, I don't know what I'm even at right now.
I don't like the look of the Palium storage. All of the chests were, like, really purple and shiny.
Okay.
And they were too fantastical.
Yes.
For my vibe.
Yes. Yeah.
If that makes any sense. So
it does.
I didn't like the look of the Palium storage. So people would ask me in stream all the time. They'd be like, hey, why you can upgrade your storage? Why isn't your storage upgraded? Like, you play this game so much. Why isn't your storage upgraded? And I was like, because I don't like it. I don't like the look of it.
Very
so
fair.
I didn't. But today I upgraded all of my storage to Palium. And then from there, upgraded it to the Jadium.
Oh my gosh.
And it's great. I went from, like,
how much does that, like, cost?
It was no money. It wasn't any money. I had to pay an Amber Echo for the recipe. It was like 1,000 Amber Echo.
Oh.
For the recipe. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And then you just have to have, like, the Jadium bars and the planks.
Oh,
but it was.
I'm at, like, the wood boxes or whatever. Like, I have the 10,000 storage. I don't know what to do.
So you're at iron. That's what I have too. That's what I had today. And then you go from iron, it's at the 10,000. That's what I've been maxed out at for the last couple of years too, was the iron. And then you go from iron to Palium, and to make the Palium boxes, you have to have, like, flow planks, and Palium bars.
Okay.
And then from there, you have to have Jadium bars and then the new Ashwood planks. So it's not bad.
Why did I think this was like $150,000?
It's no gold at all.
Where do I buy this? Where do I buy this Palium one to upgrade and then do it again?
The Palium one, I think you buy that from the Central Stables in the Elderwood.
Oh my gosh.
I think you buy the recipe for that with infected essence, I would assume. And then the Jadium one you buy with Amber Echo from the Central Stables in the Royal Highlands. Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah, I totaled it up today. So you need total to upgrade all 8 of your chests, because you have all 8 chests, right? Yeah, because you have 10,000. You have to have 160 Ashwood planks. Not bad.
No.
And then 24 Jadium bars.
That shouldn't be bad.
No.
I collected a lot.
It took me a
couple
couple
hours.
hours.
So much of the flow stuff. I have to do the flow one or whatever. The Paleo. Yeah. Okay. Here's something I like about this update. The Amber Echo is so much easier to accumulate.
Yeah.
I probably don't have enough to get it from the Elderwood still. I probably have to go look. But like, I don't buy, anytime you see like, what are they, pixies or something, where you can like give them Amber Echo to get a recipe or get a piece of furniture. I don't do that. I haven't done it in Elderwood because I'm like, I can't waste this stuff. I had to buy other things that I needed. Mm-hmm. So I don't know if I even have enough for this storage. And chances are I'm not that excited about going to get any of the purple goo or whatever it's called to upgrade it. The essence. I really don't want to have to do purple goo that floats.
No, I totally get that. I get that. But yeah, so I did that today. Yeah, that's it. I've barely worked on the bulletin board at all, but we do have a new bulletin board. I haven't really been playing with the lunar path much at all. There's just so much to it. Like we have a whole new like artifact relic system.
Oh my gosh. Yes.
And so I've been like digging those things up and submitting them as I can, but like
How
whatever.
many can you find a day? Because some people
I don't know.
They're like, hey, I'm ready to trade. Like I have an extra.
I found 3 today.
I'm like, I don't even know. I found 1. I think I have 2 total. And I'm like, I thought these were like 1 a day. I don't know. I'm so
I think you can at least get 2 a day, but I saw heard 4 today. I don't know. I don't know how many campsites there are, but there's campsites.
Is that where they're at?
Mm-hmm. So if you find a campsite,
I read about that. Yeah.
If you find a campsite, there's usually a dig pile near the campsite that you get.
That's exactly what I found today.
The pile from.
This stuff is so confusing, but it's a really fun update. I do think that there's a lot to it, and I understand how some people might be getting overwhelmed by it. I think it was really fun to like test out the outfits and look at the little color changers. It was way more confusing or like difficult to create things than I thought. For some reason I was having such a hard time like making decisions, but the breeding's been really fun, and I think it's just a good reminder to like take it slow. Don't compare your progress to anyone else's, and just enjoy the update because there is a lot to it, and do what you want to first, what brings you joy, not just to keep up with how other people are playing.
1,000%.
I think that's like a good mental note so you don't get frustrated or you don't get burnt out. Do whatever you want to do. If you enjoy hunting, go hunt. If you just want to ride a horse, go ride a horse. Make some horses. I have way too many horses and I feel bad, but I kind of want to like donate the babies. Because
I've already donated a couple of them that I didn't like.
You can? Okay, so I'll do that. Now, okay, sorry. I have one last question. You can't interbreed the different varieties, right?
I don't think so. Yeah. I just asked that question at the end of the day today, and I don't think you can.
Shoot.
I don't think you can. I think they have to be. Yeah.
Okay. And then the flame ones, the one with the flames, you can't. Can you change your body color or just the manes? Like, do we know if they all have that same like dark body and then the manes just change and the eye flames?
Weren't you riding a horse today that had a different colored body?
So that was like the base horse though. So the one that I really like is the plain normal one that you can buy in the store, whatever, the Dawn Spur or whatever.
Yeah.
And then it has the white body, like the white mane, white body, whatever, but it's iridescent. And I love her.
Oh, okay.
And I'm going to leave that one. I'm naming them all Bridgerton people because I couldn't think of names for them. And so I just have their family tree going.
So the horse that I have right now is like, the horse that I've been riding around is one of the flame horses, the Phoenix Fire ones.
Yeah.
And it has like a gold mane, like a goldish yellowy mane, and then the body is like goldish yellow, like kind of like Paloma. Is that a thing? That's a drink.
I mean, they're pink drink, like it's Palomino.
Palomino.
I think I saw Palomino.
That might be it. I don't know. I don't know anything.
Okay. See, my flame ones, I have like a pink flame one and then the red flames and one yellow flame.
What color is their body?
They're all black. And so I don't know if
you can get different colored bodies. Yeah.
But here's the thing. I have such a hard time getting ranching medals to buy those darn cookies. So I have no way of getting these good cookies to change up the bodies. And when I do, 10 out of 10 times, if I'm re-rolling or if I'm like making changes, they either become dirty, they become zigzagged, or they like lose the color that I want to keep.
1,000%.
And so I'm like, this isn't
works
worth
out
it.
well for me. Yeah.
No, I feel so bad. I'm using the breeding cooldown on 2 of my horses 100 times. I'm like, I'm sorry, girl. We got to do it again. I'm sorry. You need to have another baby. And it's just not working yet. So I have all these ones I don't want. And I'm like, you are 1 minute old and I'm donating you. I'm sorry. Go. You'll find someone who loves you. I promise. So anyways, super fun update. I love the horses. Mm-hmm. It's really exciting. It's been fun watching you. And, there's good Twitch drops too. A lot of potato pods to be taken. So, oh, yay. I love those pods. But yeah, it's been a good update. I'm excited to keep playing and see how we're feeling about it in another week.
Yeah, I am too. Get to know it more. I feel like we're just like, I'm just dipping my toe into everything.
Absolutely.
Like we have new fish, new bugs, new forageables, new potions, new arrows, we have new everything, like a whole new decor set. And like, I haven't even dipped my toe into it yet. So
no, we'll get there.
You
know what? Take it a day at a time. There's no need to rush. You don't want to finish it too fast. So everyone, we hope that you are enjoying the update if you are playing along with us. And if not, maybe you should try it. Free game. Really fun. But thank you all so much for listening to this week's episode. Teddy, that is all I've got for you.
That's all I got for you, girlfriend.
It's been fun catching up. I hope we have a normal rest of our weeks. And everyone,
I hope we do too.
You as well. And we will catch up with you next week.
Goodbye.
Bye-bye.